Hi and welcome to the London Met 10 o'clock news. We will be looking at Easyjet and the energy crisis and the factors that influence this. I'm here with Hannah, the CEO of Easyjet.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Firstly, what is Easyjet all about?
Easyjet is an airline company founded in 1995. We started with just 2 planes flying from Luton to Edinburgh and Glasgow. We now fly 165 aircraft to locations in 27 countries. For the year ending 30 September 2008, Easyjet made pre-tax profits of £123 million. As an airline, we enjoy annual growth, but we plan to slow this year because of the rising cost of fuel.
Considering Easyjet's mission statement, what are the models of management?
Our mission statement is to provide our customers with safe, good value, point-to-point air services. Using this, we consider our models of management to be human relations and open systems.
What models of management do Easyjet apply to their business and why?
From this, we believe that we apply human relations and open systems. Human relations as we focus really hard on customers to ensure they have the best service at the cheapest price, and open systems as Easyjet has adapted for the European market through further cost-cutting measures such as not selling connecting flights.
What influences Easyjet's operations?
As a company, we believe that we have 4 main influences: buyers and customers, as we had 10.1 million passengers in 2009, suppliers, as we need these for planes and for fuel, and lastly, we believe that substitute budget airlines are an influence, mainly Ryanair, as they offer a budget service at a competitive price similar to ours.
And finally, how is the energy crisis affecting Easyjet?
The recent energy crisis is affecting airlines all over the world, as potential entrants are finding it hard to join the sector. I think the main problem that we are facing during this energy crisis is our competitors. As I mentioned earlier, our main competitor is Ryanair, as we are constantly competing to keep prices low through the surge in fuel prices.
Thank you for that, Hannah.
Thank you for having me.
Hi and welcome back to news. We'll be looking at the PESTO analysis for Easyjet. Having looked at the PESTO analysis, we have found that Easyjet are influenced by mainly environmental and economical factors. So firstly, the environmental factors. Easyjet are trying to reduce carbon emissions with new and inventive technology, and they're also introducing more efficient aircrafts into their current buying line. New technology such as renewable energy source using water is also been introduced. This is Calabi Hydro technology, and the first plant is located in South America, in Ecuador. This project generates clean electricity, reducing reliance on fossil fuel power generation, as well as creating job benefits for the South American country. The Easyjet EcoJet, crafted by 2 engineers employed by the airline, features open rotor designs that will produce 25% less carbon dioxide per passenger per kilometre. It will cut fuel burn by a further 15%, with wings and fuselage being constructed of lighter aluminium composite material. And the economic factors are mainly factors with the oil prices going up. Easyjet in 2008 announced a loss of £41.4 million in the 31st of March 2008. This was against 17.1 million the year before, and this was triple what they had expected to lose.
Now to our reporter reporting about the energy crisis.
And thanks for that, Irene. Now, in the last few months, there's been increased media coverage about record high oil prices and future global oil production. Production in more than 54 of the 65 most important oil-producing countries has already gone into decline. Energy-intensive industries like commercial aviation will suffer first. Oil provides 90% of our transportation energy, and for most airlines, fuel is the second largest expense category behind labour. As a direct result of the dramatic increase in oil prices, the cost of jet fuel has more than doubled since the beginning of 2004. The profitability of airlines was already under extreme pressure because of increased competition. Eventually, a large proportion of the demand for air travel will be almost completely destroyed, with the risk of the aviation adventure going out of business, with the exception of perhaps just a handful of airlines, as there's no readily available source of energy that can replace oil. Now to our reporter Irene interviewing the political representative Camille from Easyjet.
Hi, I am Irene and I'm here for Easyjet. We have completed a SWOT analysis and we think that the strengths are: the airline flies to main destination airports throughout Europe, making it very attractive to business travelers. They use also a single model of aircraft, reducing training, maintenance and supervisory costs. Main weaknesses are that the airline must be continuously innovative to maintain its current advantage in retailing, and they do not have any plans for expanding outside Europe. Some opportunities are that they do not have flights to Scandinavian capitals like Helsinki, where immigrant inflow rises. And finally, a threat is that due to its limited fuel hedging policy, Easyjet is more vulnerable to fuel price fluctuations, increasing variability in its cost, and the recent volcano ash increased apprehensions about air travel. Now I'm introducing Camila. Hi Camila.
Hi.
I want to ask you some questions about Easyjet. As a transport company, what energy-related issues you might face in the future?
According to the International Energy Agency, the world will need almost 60% more energy in 2030 than in 2002, and fossil fuels will still meet most of its needs. While industry experts estimate that current resources only last for about 40 years, pessimists predict production will start declining with 15 years. To sum it up, the worst thing is that there are still real costs that go with the use for and use of energy, air and water pollution, the destruction of the traditional ways of life.
And how changes in oil prices will affect Easyjet?
As we know, oil prices increases since 2003 because of growth of oil demand, production stagnation, and the United States dollar falls, and many other reasons. So what are the challenges faced Easyjet in the energy crisis? It's environmental, and a key issue is air pollution. Also, it's to keep price low when fuel costs increase as well as rising fuel prices, and it have to become increasingly difficult to resist the other flight companies.
What environmental challenges does Easyjet face?
We aim to be environmentally friendly company, and our business is based on such core values as to be environmentally efficient in the air, on the ground, and to lead in shaping a greener future for aviation. For example, carbon offsetting, shaping future aircraft design, and so on.
And finally, what solutions does Easyjet have for this crisis?
One of our main solutions is renewable substitute for petrol. In response to the petrol prices, the principle of green energy and sustainable living movements in popularity. This had led to increased interest in alternative power, such as wave power, wind energy. To date, the only hydroelectricity and nuclear power have been significant alternatives to fossil fuel.
Thank you very much, Camila.
You're welcome.